What's up? It's Austin from the In the House podcast. Today, just a very short video talking about James Cook. You know, kind of going to go through some fantasy players right now that aren't really getting talked about a whole lot. And James Cook is definitely one of those guys who is a solid running back, right around RB 15 right now on redraft ADP. And I think it's a guy who should be right along in there. Nobody's really talking about him right now, and I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to be talking about him. I mean, everything really stays the same here for James Cook. No big moves. You still have Ray Davis in the backfield, but I'm not too worried about that, honestly. Josh Allen's still the quarterback there, who's going to be stealing some goal line touches as usual. But James Cook still remains, a good receiving back, which I think helps his value, especially in PPR formats. But an electric runner, a guy that can always burst for like 30 points. I remember that one game where he had it was like 28 points in the first half or something on Thursday Night Football. Just absolutely crazy. But with James Cook, I think he should be right around in there at running back 15. He's right in that range with like Kamara, Kenneth Walker. I think he's kind of similar to Kamara, but I feel like James Cook has just slightly more upside given the fact that the Saints offense, it's a lot of question marks right now. Is Tyler Shaw going to be the guy for them? It's going to be Kamara. Got a lot of his usage and his work in the passing game on these check downs. Is Shaw going to throw those passes? Like, the thing with Cook, I think he's one of the more reliable options right now in that mid RB range, is because not a lot changed. Like, there shouldn't be a whole lot of question marks here with James Cook. It should kind of be very similar to what we saw last season. Like, guys in that range, like Kenneth Walker, you might be a little bit scared of Zach Charbonnet, although I think Kenneth Walker also. But Kenneth Walker, new quarterback, a lot of new there with Kenneth Walker as well. Joe Mixon's getting older. So I think if you're looking in this range, James Cook is a guy that, he's going to be the reliable option here. You could go for an upside play. Like, Joe Mixon was phenomenal last season. Joe Mixon, I know he kind of slowed down in the playoffs, but Joe Mixon was great, right? But is he going to be great again? Like, James Cook was just a solid running back throughout the season that I think a lot of people could use as a RB2 or a flex there. That going at RB 15, you don't have to spend a whole lot to grab him, but he's just going to be a solid performer. That, again, nothing's really changed here. I don't see any reason for his receptions to go down. I don't really see any reason for his touches to go down. I've liked James Cook for a couple seasons just off the fact that he's a kind of a workhorse running back in the backfield that can catch passes, which is valuable in PPR, and he's good on the ground too. I know Josh Allen's going to steal some goal line touches here, but that hasn't changed throughout his career, and he's shown that he can produce good numbers with that. But yep, that's going to be it for a James Cook outlook here, and we'll keep you updated with some of these other players that are kind of going under the radar here, not really getting talked about, but that could be important going forwards.